PTR is out and big changes for healers are coming. Let's check them out. Hi all, I'm Maze. Welcome back to the channel. If you enjoy this, please throw a like on the video and subscribe for more New World content. I have a lot more coming. So, let's get into it. There's a ton of these patch notes, but we're going to keep it to the stuff that matters for healers, so that's what I'm most excited about here. Okay, so we're just going to scroll down and go to the Combat and AI section, because this is where we start getting into the juicy good stuff. So the first line here is, updated the focus 300 attribute bonus to no longer grant mana regeneration. Instead, it grants a flat 8 mana per second for the duration of the effect. So they're basically changing the bonus from 200% mana regen for 10 seconds to 8 per second for 10 seconds, if I'm understanding this right. They keep tweaking this bonus, but still not sure it matters as most healers are just sucking down mana and regen pots when they get low. Okay, the next big one that I want to focus on for healers is right here. Updated equip load healing bonus to be multiplicative. Now, all of the healing bonuses from equip load, positive or negative, will be added on after other calculations have been made, meaning it will have a larger and more consistent impact on healing. They provide an example to explain the difference, but basically, as additive, you're never getting the full 20% light armor healing buff because it wasn't calculating the 20% at the end after any other passes or bonuses, but adding it instead. So those passes didn't get the extra 20% multiplier. Now they do. This is a pretty nice change for light armor users. It should be a noticeable difference. The other big change here that's going to impact healing a whole lot is right here. So, removed medium equipment load healing bonus and increased the reduction to healing in heavy equip load. Healing bonuses per equip load are now light plus 30%, medium 0%, and heavy negative 30%. Currently on live, medium is getting a 10% bonus while heavy has a 20% penalty. So this is a significant change that is magnified by the multiplicative equip load bonus above. They're basically increasing both the risk and the reward for light armor healers by making a bigger spread between the armor types. The next one is fix an issue that causes targeted healing to attempt to lock onto targets beyond the range of healing spells. So I honestly don't know if I could tell the difference. That one's been kind of like, well, let's just say targeted healing has been pretty buggy and a challenge from the beginning, so I've had to just muscle memory, like cancel targets or just work with what I've got. So I don't know if I can actually see the difference, but maybe it will feel a little bit more fluid, and that's ultimately the end goal right here. The next one is cleaned up animations and fixed missing visuals and sounds when self-healing. Animation cleanup is always welcome. We'll have to see if the change is big enough to feel the impact. Okay, so the next three we're going to cover together because I think it heavily affects how we look at and use Light's Embrace. So the first one is targeted heals. These abilities now allow movement while casting. So that's your Divine Embrace and your Light's Embrace. Now what also affects your Light's Embrace is increased cast time to 1 second, so it's now mimicking Divine Embrace. They also reduced the Light's Embrace bonus healing per buff on your target from 30% to 15%. Maybe with the new perks added, buffs were being stacked more than originally intended for Light's Embrace, making it too strong? If that's not it, then not sure why they're nerfing this perk. The majority of people prefer to use Light's Embrace over Divine Embrace, and that's because of the quicker cast time and quick cooldown. There are definitely some perks to Divine Embrace though, where it's actually a much larger heal, and you can actually make that heal a group in specific scenarios. Once I get into PTR and test around these, I can follow up with some notes. I do think that increasing the cast time to Light's Embrace is going to be a little rough. I mean, 1 second isn't a long time, but it is when you're in a sticky situation. In 1 second, someone's HP could drop from, 10,000 to 0 or, 20,000 to 0, depending on the damage that's coming in. These changes might actually make more people choose Divine Embrace over Light's Embrace. We'll see though, because there's still a quicker cooldown on Light's Embrace regardless. Okay, next we're going to go over some more general changes that affect healing. So not specifically to the healing abilities, but things that are going to affect playstyle. A lot of these are actually surrounded around stamina. which is a huge impact to my playstyle since I play with light armor at 50 con and I stack as much stamina bonuses as possible. So this one right here isn't specific to stamina, however, it is important for all healers to know about, so especially in PvP. Increase the diminishing returns on subsequent applications of stuns and roots. Duration reduction per application increased from 20% to 50% per application. Max reduction increased from 80% to 100%. This is really nice for us, and it's been needed for a while. So no more full duration stuns and roots like when you're hit with back-to-back grab wells. They don't say how long the reduction will apply for, so this is another thing we'll have to test to see the impact. But the idea of this one is pretty exciting. Reduce the physical armor increase from the 200 constitution attribute bonus from 20% to 10%. This is another hit to the tankier healers playing with 200 con. They're really making you pay for that survivability. I've been running 50 con forever, so I don't think this will impact my playstyle or other light armor builds too much, unless that dodge change forces us to chase more health. Here is a big one for me right here. Added a 1 second delay to stamina regen after a dodge. This delay matches the functionality of the stamina regen delay that triggers after releasing block. So for me, my playstyle is to consistently dodge to get out of sticky situations. I actually have built my whole build around as much stamina as I can. Like I have a hardy ring, I have a stamina recovery amulet, and this right here kind of scares me a little bit. I've heard some people already on PTR say that it doesn't affect it too much, but nobody really kind of plays my style. So I'm a little nervous, but we'll see what it actually feels like when I get into the groove of using it. Okay, so some more changes with dodging. Dodging is now allowed while rooted. The player will not move while rooted, but they will have invulnerability frames. What this means for us is we can actually kind of like dodge some incoming damage even if you don't move. I think that's really cool because there's a lot of times that you get rooted, it's frustrating, and you just watch your impending death. The next one is being slowed will now affect the movement of your dodge. If you are slowed and you dodge, you will now move less distance based on the power of the slow. This is a big one affecting dodge. So I'm not gonna lie, it's a little overpowered to be able to dodge 3 times and get far away from people, especially if they've slowed you. The changes might not make me happy, but I do think they're actually really good changes for balance. We'll see what that actually looks like in practice. There you have it. These are my thoughts on the May PTR notes coming in and the changes around healing. These are the items I feel like are more impactful to healing. If I missed anything, please comment below, and thank you for watching. Join me on Twitch at Lazy Maze and Friends. Thank you for tuning in and going through the healer build notes with me. No, I don't know. How do you say goodbye?